In this video, I'll be showing you how to beat Nam as quickly as possible in Budokai Tenkaichi 3. First of all, this is the strategy I recommend to use when beating Nam. Alright, so that's pretty much how you do it. That's the strategy. And then I'll show it now, slowed down with inputs on the screen. Just a quick note, if you play on PS2, then the left stick up is the same as up, which is up on your left stick or D-pad even. Then Y is triangle, A is square, and B is X. And so that's the strategy I recommend for most people, but it might take a bit of practice. And on that note, the number one way to not mess up Nam is to practice over and over again. On Dolphin, you can easily create save states to repeat the stage over and over again, and this is how. First, select Emulation at the top, and select a save state slot that you want to use. This doesn't really matter, but I have mine saved to slot 5. Then you can use the manual controls here to save state to selected slot or load state to selected slot. Alternatively, you can use a hotkey to load and save states by going into Options, then Hotkey Settings, then Save and Load State. Then you can bind certain keys to save selected slot and load selected slot. On PCSX2, the process is fairly similar. I believe to cycle through save state slots, you use F2, and then to save a state, you use F1, and then to load a state, you use F3. So if I press F3 right there, it loads the save state, and we start the fight again. One thing that's important to note is that every time you load the state, the AI will act generally similar to how it acts every single time you load that same state. And so if you want to avoid having the same behavior every time, you're going to want to make sure to, instead of just clicking the load state right now, you just go through the menus again and you just start the fight again from here. It takes a bit longer because obviously you have to go through all the menus again, but if you want to make sure the AI is like random every single time, then this is what you do. Now, the ideal strategy that I talked about earlier should be used as often as you can. However, there will come times where you just have to wing it, especially considering the strategy I recommended has multiple vanishable or blockable attacks. When you have to wing it, remember one thing: get Nam to the grass or border as soon as possible. I'll show a few clips now of me getting Nam in the grass in different ways, and you should be ready to do any of these if you have to. Okay, so at this point I've shown you like multiple different ways to finish the stage, and just a reminder, the main way to be able to beat this consistently is to simply practice the stage over and over again. At this point I rarely have trouble with this stage just because I've played it so many times and I understand how the AI works. So this stage specifically I really recommend practicing a lot. The other stages this is the most unique stage, so practicing this stage is really important, especially since it comes at such a late time in the run. I hope this tutorial helped you out. The main points to take away are 1. The ideal strategy I showed in the beginning. 2. Practice over and over and over again. And 3. Remember to keep trying to hit Nam out of bounds if things go wrong. Follow my Twitch to see some more world record attempts, and thank you for watching.